In the most surprising news to hit the wrestling sheets today, the one thing that really caught my eye was the story about Eve Torres returning to WWE. There's no fact or no fiction behind this story. Just basically, the other day, whoever's job it is to dig up what WWE files trademarks for. I think almost a lot of people saw that they filed the trademark yesterday for Kevin Owens. Of course, Kevin Steen coming into WWE, soon to be debuting on NXT. His name is Kevin. His son's name is Owen. Most people are putting that together. More than likely, his name is going to be Kevin Owens moving forward on the NXT brand, and more than likely once he debuts into WWE, if he is able to climb the top of that mountain. The same list is on there. Out of the middle of nowhere is Eve Torres. There's lots of names on here for lots of guys that are already in WWE that they were filing trademarks for. Adam Rose, Bo Dallas. Brad Maddox is a surprising one because he's been there for so long, but right underneath that one is Brie Bella, been in the WWE since 2007. You see lots of ones, C-Nation, Immortal, Just Bring It. Hell, if you want to read this list, you don't need me bringing to it. I'm boring the hell out of you. But basically, because of this, people are thinking that maybe Eve is going to be returning to WWE because there's no reason for them to be going and filing for a trademark on there. One thing that stuck out in my mind as I was reading the story was, I know that Eve Torres is basically on the El Rey network. And basically because she's on the El Rey network on a TV show called Matador, you think that just last night we saw the new Lucha Underground show debut. I wonder if WWE is a little bit scared that maybe in Eve Torres' free time, she might go into a taping for maybe Season 2. I know that they shot a lot of episodes, all in just a matter of a few days to basically fill out the first season. But maybe they think that, to sort of co-brand the El Rey network with basically the Lucha show that it's going to be on there. Maybe Eve Torres would go there and she would wrestle, or maybe make some sort of appearance as some sort of a I don't know, GM, or maybe, because they have the heel owner that's on that show, so maybe just be some sort of a valet that would come down there. I've made no sort of secret about this. When Eve Torres was in WWE, she was one of the hottest chicks they'd ever had. If you can remember when she was the heel sort of helper GM on the SmackDown brand, when she would just be wearing the sort of like dress suit with the glasses, good God, that's what I'm talking about. She was one of the best in-ring performers. She was somebody that came in there, of course, from being she was a LA Clippers dancer for the NBA, much like Layla was with the Miami Heat, and she was on the Chris Jericho podcast talking about all she did to get through the online Tough Enough before finally winning that and debuting in WWE. She had to go through a long time of basically being a backstage announcer and things like that before she really got into the ring. But if you can remember that Divas roster that they had back in 2010, I really liked the matches that were going on around that time. I believe, there was Candice Michelle, Maurice, Alicia Fox, Eve, lots of girls that you can put in there that would really wrestle. Sometime after that, it just turned into like Barbie doll wrestling, and they just started putting the best looking girls out there. Of course, there was Beth Phoenix in that time as well. Beth was an awesome chick. I always really liked her. Someday I'll be able to meet her and get a picture with her. She's on my list. But Eve, I was able to meet WrestleMania 27 weekend at WrestleMania Access. She's one of the best. But I would love to see her return to WWE. Of course, everybody knows that once she left WWE, she married one of the Gracies, and basically she does a lot of work with their LA and Beverly Hills Gracie Judo Academies, where basically she does a judo class for women that is basically, I think, from on the Jericho podcast, is basically free, and it's sort of taught as like a defensive rape sort of skill that basically, they get you into the position where you get down for missionary, and that's the point where they wrap you up with their legs and basically they're not able to do anything. She's a blue belt in Jiu-Jitsu, and she was one of the ones that was helping CM Punk with his time in WWE. On the road, they would do lots of jiu-jitsu training together and things like that. But I would love to see her. I don't think it's going to happen, but if it does, I'll be the first guy. I'll be marking out. Eve was my girl. I'll never say that. Alicia Fox moved into that spot once Eve left. But I can take both of them at once. I would love it.